Haynes. How are you? Good. Something happened to me when I was 15 or 16. It was my very first job, and I worked at the Necco Candy Factory in Cambridge. Right. And I was a candy person. And I don't remember going to work a particular day. I don't remember what happened afterwards, but there was something that happened so badly to me on my job, I just never forgot it. And we had a, what was it called, like a conveyor belt. And they would, we had to stack 2 boxes of chocolates in a box. And my job was to have this little rubber finger on my finger, and in the other hand I would have this brown stack of little tiny brown papers that were like mini cupcake papers. And what we had to do was we had to take the chocolate, pick the chocolate up, put it in that little paper, and with the rubber finger that was on it, it would make the paper come away quickly. So you put the candy in, flip the paper, and pick the whole piece up and put it in your place. Now my place was the last place on the conveyor belt. So by the time the box of chocolates came down, and there'd be maybe about 10 or 15 people, the first piece, the second piece, the third piece, my piece was the last 2 pieces. So when it got to be my turn to drop my 2 pieces of candy into the Necco box of chocolates, there was no room. Because people had put theirs in, everybody's supposed to take your own place, the left corner, the next one, the second one, and leave the 2 places for me, but the paper would spread out. So there were 2 spaces there that weren't really there, but I had to kind of like gently move everybody else's over to drop these last 2 pieces of chocolate in. And so I wasn't very good at it. So as the conveyor belt comes down, everybody drops their piece and they're just going right along. But when it gets to me, I had to gently push back the boxes because I couldn't keep up, because I'm trying to squeeze these 2 pieces of chocolate into this final box so it could go to the inspector. They put the piece of paper on it and it would go to be covered. Well, I remember pushing it back, and as I looked back, all of the boxes that I had pushed back on the conveyor belt, they all buckled up in the air. And everything went all over the floor, and then I either woke up or I don't know what happened. And I remembered feeling so bad because I was doing okay, maybe 1 or 2 boxes, and then it got a little too much, and I pushed it back, and then I just took it and pushed it back so far, it buckled up. It just exploded up in the air, and all the chocolates and the boxes and the papers went everywhere. And I don't know what the end of my story is. I don't think I got fired, because when my first job I made $1.15 an hour.
Oh my goodness.
And my check would be like $40 or something at the end of the week. But I knew I at least got through 1 check. But I think I had the job for maybe the summer or something. But I don't remember what happened after that, if they called me in the office or what. I don't think I got fired. I don't know.
Well, we just have my help.
So I need to make up the rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so help me.
Well, if we can help you do things, you could do research. You could go and ask them, what would you do in this case?
Do they still have it there? I think it's shut down.
No, it's on Main Street.
Oh, it's on Main.
It's on Main Street.
Okay. It was on Mass Ave.
Right, it was on Mass Ave. Now it's Novartis or something.
Yeah.
Or you could just use the surprise.
Or you could just say you looked and that was it, and you know.
And leave that, let that be the ending, huh?
It flash before your eyes.
Right. Then that's just a flash. So it has no beginning and no end, right?
Like the Twilight Zone.
Like the Twilight Zone.
Actually, it does.
It does, because the end was so bad, you can't remember what happened.
I love that. Okay.
That's the end.
Right, that's it. That's my story. That's my story. Thank you.